Hello, John Bloodworth, Gentleman Crafter here, back again with another card sketch inspiration. This time around we're going to be making this particular card, so let's dive in. First up, let's grab the card sketch, and for this one I'm going to be using this particular layout. Now obviously I drew this vertically, but I think today I'm going to be using it horizontally. The papers I'll be using are the Blossom collection from Graphic 45. Beautiful papers as ever with stunning designs and lush colours. I've already selected a few, and of course if you haven't seen Graphic 45 before, do check them out. There's often templates in the front and back of their paper pads, which make for great projects. So these are the papers that I've selected from the pack, and I'm just going to start chopping down the layers. If you want the card sketch and of course all of the measurements that went into this, then please feel free to head over to my blog gentlemancrafter.com, where you will be able to download the layout. I will leave a link in the description of the YouTube video. And of course if you're heading straight to the blog, just look for card layouts. This is number 13. Lucky for some. Okay, so I'm just using some black soot distress ink and a blending brush to give a bit of a vignette effect to the outer edge of that main panel. And I'm going to be working directly on a 6x4 black card. Using my bookbinding glue from Pinflair as ever. Of course you can use double-sided tape, PVA, tape runner, whatever you've got in your craft stash. Now I am going to be using some Hunky Dory cardstock here for one of the layers, and this is like a very dark navy blue. And then for the other layers I'm going to be using like a cream cardstock, and also just a bit of a scrap of black. As ever, these layouts are great ways of using up scraps of card. I know I chopped into a brand new sheet of Hunky Dory there, but over time they will become scraps and you will find that you'll have a new life for them instead of just being sat in a box. If you've got any particular tips on using up your bit box or stash of bits, please feel free to leave that in the comments below the video. Just drawing my first line. I've shown this tip in a couple of these videos already, and it's just so that I can get the first thing layered up correctly, or at least straight. That way I can eyeball the rest. Don't have to be super precise, as long as it kind of looks balanced or like it's supposed to be. I haven't re-inked the brush here. I'm just using some of the residual ink from the blending brush just to add a tiny little bit of shading to the edge of that cream cardstock to make it look less stark. Not sure it came across in the video too well, but it looks okay in real life. And there's that scrap of black. So there you go, they're the key layers from the layout itself. So there's a few other things I did. I took a border strip from the paper pad and created a paper bow from it. I then hand cut out the tag, and also decided to do a bit of die cutting to add some little embellishments. So I've got a tag that kind of is about the same size as the tag from the pad, and also a leaf. And I have inked up some white cardstock so that I can create flowers that resemble those in or on the tag. Now I showed you, I think it was Broken China there. The pink one I used was Spun Sugar, but the Broken China one, actually I told you a fib. That was rubbish. I actually used tumbled glass. And then a couple of little ones from white cardstock. Now out with some foam pads, some sticky fixes, just to give a bit of dimension to the tag rather than it being stuck flat like the rest of the layers. And I did actually lose that little mini leaf die during this demonstration, but I found it in the end under another bit of paper, so I decided to cut some smaller leaves from the blue cardstock. Now normally, obviously, if you're going for realism, you would cut them from green, but I decided to cut them from that dark blue because they worked with the other layers that I already had going on. To introduce another colour at this point, I think probably would have just thrown things off a bit. It's just personal preference. If you're having a go, do whatever you like. It's up to you. It's your stash, it's your time, it's your creativity. Just do it, as they say in that famous commercial from many years ago. What was that for? Shoes? I can't remember. If you remember, let me know in the comments. Okay, so that's the tags on. Now for the rest of the embellishments, I'm sticking the leaves down first so that they poke out from the background. I've not done any shaping on them just because I thought I'm working quickly. I just want to get things stuck down. There's that bow. I did think at this point that maybe the tails were a little bit too long, but whatever. You can overthink things sometimes. Okay, so I think you can see what I was trying to do there. I was trying to create the pink and the blue flower from the tag, or at least something similar. And then the two little white ones were to reflect the flowers from the other end of the tag. So I'm sticking the white ones down first. I've just chucked the blue and the pink one on just so I can get an idea of where to put the white ones. And then, for some reason, I've lost an entire pack of cocktail sticks somewhere in my stash. So forgive what you're about to see, which is a complete mess up of trying to apply 3D glue gel with a mini spatula. We do what we do. I think this week's going to be a week of losing things. That actually looks quite nice vertically as well. I might remember that bow trick and the leaves and then team that up with something else in the future. Okay, there's my flowers on. Now for a bit of I don't know, bit of something else. Been using some Nuvo crystal drops here. Can't actually remember what the colour is, sorry. I think it was probably a raspberry. I was going to put some in the centre of that flower, the flowers, but I thought actually it might run, so I chose to stick a couple of Aurora Borealis gems on, so that hopefully they would pick up different colours. And there we have it, another card sketch inspiration layout. How many more words could I fit in there? I hope you've enjoyed watching. Of course, if you haven't seen the others, please do check out the full playlist on YouTube. That's it for this time. If you've enjoyed this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments section below. And for more from me in the future, please remember to subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching.